Welcome to CHIT CHAT with T. I hope all is well. It's a platform made for women by a woman. We discuss everything educational and entertainment wise. Hopefully something is said that will inspire you, but if nothing else, hopefully this will put a smile on your face. So welcome. I'm going to jump right into the topic. So I put a podcast out earlier today in regards to Angela Yee. She left the Breakfast Club. She just announced she was leaving the show. And earlier I was talking about, because they made these tweets and, it made it sound like they were kind of beefing between Charlamagne, her, and her other cast member. So they made it seem like it was a beef, right? DJ Envy. And so she came out and corrected that. So I'm going to read part of an article because this is where I got my information from. I want to give them their props. My information is coming from ET Online by Angela Yee. And this article was written as of today, right? It's entitled "The Breakfast Club co-host Angela Yee announced that she's leaving the show." So I will read parts, not all. If you want to read the rest, that's where I found my information. Okay, so Angela Yee, co-host of the nationally syndicated The Breakfast Club, announced that she's leaving the morning show. The 46-year-old New York radio personality is launching her own show, Way Up with Angela Yee, with iRadio in the fall. That's outstanding. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and excitement to have this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create a brand new show. Yee said in a statement, "I appreciate everyone who has helped to make this happen at iHeartMedia, and most importantly, the listeners who are like family to me. It's bittersweet feeling to leave an iconic show like the Breakfast Club, which was built from the ground up for 12 years, but we will forever be an extension of each other." She added, "I'm working hard and dedicated to making our new program exciting, thoughtful, provocative, and most importantly, a safe haven for even more of us to grow and learn while having fun. I'm ready for this new chapter." It's just what she said. So again, it's called Way Up with Angela Yee. Will air midday on weekdays across 30 iHeart radio stations, including New York Power 105.1, which is the home of the Breakfast Club. As for Way Up, it will be an interactive show that will allow the host to connect with listeners on a variety of topics and include more interviews with some of the biggest names in hip-hop and R&B. Yee, who has hosted the Breakfast Club with DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God since 2010, also shared the news on Wednesday episode. Charlamagne gave Yee the floor after he brought up his tweet from Tuesday night that got the internet buzzing about the morning show's future. The Breakfast Club, as you know it, is officially over, Yee tweeted Tuesday evening, leaving her co-host in the world with questions. We're going to stop right there. So that's kind of where I kind of left off last episode in regards to Angela Yee. The tweets kind of got everybody sparked, but she came out and I just basically read what she said, and she elaborated what she meant. So congratulations to her. That's really awesome, being that she's a woman, that she's black and fairly young, 46 years old, and stepping out on her own radio show for iHeart, which I think is outstanding. So kudos to Angela. That's awesome. So now I just wanted to, so what prompted the subject is the article and everything that's going on in the media with Angela Yee. Today, I just want to jump in real quick and touch on, here's my question for you, ladies. Are you a lifter or are you a hater? Right? And the reason I ask that question is a lot of times, not all women, some of us, and I say us, I'm a woman, sometimes we don't like to see other people excel past us or look better than us or be better than us, and we feel some type of way. And it's very clear, it comes across. So I always ask the question, do you lift up other women or do you tear down other women? So only you can answer that question or where you are in that. I personally try to lift. I personally try to encourage and edify, motivate, inspire other women to the best of my ability. I would want the same thing for myself, but I've learned throughout the years that's not always the case, especially when I was younger. A lot of older women, or more mature women, like in my 20s, I'm not going to say where, but let's just say I was part of an organization, and they tend to look down on the younger women, which is weird, right? It was just very judgmental, and instead of lifting. So I just think as women in general, at all ages, all colors, our backgrounds, our races, we need to be lifting each other up, especially in today's world, as we are showing up and showing out in different spaces and places. For example, we have so many doctors that are women. We have so many CEOs that are women that run their own companies. And Angela Yee is just one of those people, or women as well, that's coming up, and we should be proud of her. Even if you don't really care for her, the fact that she's a woman, she's striving to be in this business. Well, normally, I believe it's predominantly men. And you find that in a lot of areas like business, corporate world. In almost every aspect, right? Men dominate, especially in those areas. Business, entertainment, they tend to dominate those areas. So when we see a woman coming up, in my personal opinion, I think we should lift them up and give them praises, because they're making a way. They're paving the way for other women to come behind them to do the same or even do better, right? So they're setting the stage for the rest of us. And so I just thought I would put that out there, because I've seen, like, for example, I've actually seen it go down somewhere. I was somewhere out. I'm not going to say exactly where I was, but I was at a particular place, and a young old lady walked in. It was a professional environment, and her clothes were fit a little bit tighter. I mean, not real tight, but a little bit tighter, but she had a cute little waist. I mean, she looked fine. She looked professional. She had a cute waist. It didn't look bad. It was nothing cut off. It was just kind of form-fitting, but she had the body that matched the form-fitting, right? It worked out for her. But I'll never forget, there was a lady who was of more mature age that was whispering and pointing and taunting and this and that and the third. And I was like, ew. Now, the other more mature lady was probably a little bit more mature than I am, but I was looking at her like, no, ma'am, let's not do that. We should be lifting, encouraging, and if you see another woman that you come in contact with all the time, and they're not dressed to par or dressed professionally, we either pull them to the side, or we just don't say anything, and just when they wear something that's appropriate, hopefully they will, then that's the time you compliment them and you lift them up, so they'll know, oh, I look nice in this. Then they know, right? That's a way of telling them and communicating that, hey, I look nice. I look good in this. I look professional. This is the way I should carry myself. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. It was an interesting thing I experienced. I've experienced it a few times in my lifetime. So I just want to share that information with you. So again, it goes back to, who are you? Are you a lifter, encourager, or are you a hater? Are you that woman? I'm just wondering, right? But anyway, I appreciate you listening. Remember, you can't change anyone else. You only can change yourselves. And let's focus on the things that we can change and not on things that we can't. Also, if you like this type of commentary, please drop me a comment in the comment section and let me know you like it, or by hitting the like button or the subscriber button if you're on YouTube. Or you can send me an email.